I put together this video to explain the process and step by step on how to flock a dash. So why flock? If you've ever driven around and caught a reflection off the windshield, you probably saw a reflection of the dash. It's distracting and it gives a focus point for your eyes to go to while you're driving. This is exacerbated when you use your car for motorsports. You shouldn't have to look through the image of your dash in the windshield and try to make out if the next corner is a rock or a line in the dash. So you flock. Well, what is flocking? It's a suede fiber-like material that's soft and most of all doesn't reflect light depending on the color. It's the lining that's in a jewelry box. It's also used in many types of racing. One of the most prominent of those that you might get a view from the inside is rally. If it's got a dash, it's most likely going to be flocked. Flocking is probably one of the easiest things you can do in the realm of car mods. It's inexpensive and the rest is just time. Though time is best if you have enough of it for the glue to cure. So what's needed? I got my flocking kit from Just Flock It. It comes with a bag of suede fibers, bonding glue, brush, and an air applicator. The glue is color matched to the flocking color you get. I got black, which most people do since it doesn't reflect. The brush that comes with the kit is too small for a dash. It's best used for jewelry box drawers, so I get a larger brush. This can be the cheapest brush at a local hardware store. I got a 2-inch brush. Now that you have that, set up a space you can work. You want as still of an environment as possible. It's like blowing dust on a popsicle. Most will make it to the sticky, some won't, and some might blow around. You also might want to get some sort of drop plastic like I did to capture the excess fibers. You can use them until you run out. And as you can see, I put up the pink hard insulation around the canopy to keep the breeze down around me. Now, I could have done a better job at capturing the fibers, and I realized that after the fact that I should have. I'll do that on the next dash that I do, from like the 240 that you see in the background, maybe sometime in the future, and I'll do a better job at capturing the fibers, but this did just fine for me this time. I did get a pack of KN95 masks for my helper and I because those fibers are tiny and I can't imagine that those are too good for your lungs. Also, I'm not really too worried about my lungs reflecting, and she doesn't need to have them in her lungs either. The yellow tube you see on the stepladder is the air pump applicator for the fibers. I filled this before I started painting the glue on because the glue only has a 15-minute working time, meaning once applied, you have 15 minutes to dust it up like you want to, so it's best to prepare yourself ahead of time. Fill the tube about halfway. If it's too full, it won't work right, it won't blow out right. Before this, though, I cleaned the dash and then wiped it down with acetone to remove any oils that could be left from my hands on the dash surface. This helps to ensure the glue has a good clean surface to stick to. The rest is pretty self-explanatory. Paint on the glue, covering all the surfaces that you want to have flocking on them. Tape off what you don't want to have glue on and ultimately what you don't want flocked. Don't work on too many pieces at a time. There's that working time to be mindful of, and probably want to make sure that you can cover what you intend to paint with the glue. Work quickly with the glue and then get ready to apply the flocking fibers. You want to hold the applicator at least 8 inches from the surface that you painted for the best coverage each time you pump the tube. Then after you've finished applying the fibers to the dash, you wait about 2 hours before moving the pieces anywhere. The time for waiting comes here. It's best to leave the flocking to cure for as long as possible. They recommend at least a week to cure depending on the temperature. If you can't wait that long, 24 hours is probably okay. You're going to smell it until it dissipates, which will take about a week. Luckily, I have the space to let the dash sit, and the car's a rally car that isn't driven all the time. When the dash is cured, and all the parts, whatever they are, tap on them over a box to capture any fibers that didn't stick to glue. You can use it later on another project, whatever. It does this because the area that has fibers on it has enough fibers to cover, and those other fibers that don't have a spot to stick will fall off. And you'll notice if you pet your dash, fibers will get on your fingers. This stops pretty quickly. Once you're done, though, install the dash back in your car and enjoy your reflectless experience. Thanks for watching. If you want me to continue videoing and narrating and doing more videos like this, that how-tos and whatever the case is, leave a comment, let me know, send me a message, or like, subscribe, whatever the case is. Either way, there will be a lot more, and there's also going to be some racing content as well. Thanks.